Hey folks, well, here's our weather. We're under flood watch, lots of storms, lots of clouds, lots of rubbish. So the 100-watt solar panel project is on hold. What I'll do is I'll finish up a couple of other videos and post those in between. It also allows time for more research. So the first video is going to be about the hoped for restoration of this thing, a motor. What it is, I found a cooler in the woods. It's been there for some years. I'll insert a bit of footage now. This beaten up and terrible looking thing was found in the woods yesterday. What I'm going to do is take it apart and see if there's any copper in it, because it appears to be a cooler. And in that cooler were a bunch of ants. As you can see, they're still flying out of that. Good lord. Anyway, and this, which used to be a motor, and rather crusted up, as you can tell. So what I'm going to do is put it in perhaps a bowl of Corrosion X, or just at least spray it thoroughly, and then a bunch of penetrating oil and a bunch of sanding, I expect, and hopefully get this motor to run again. I've noticed one good thing about this, and that is the bits of iron are actually sticking to the case. The rust is sticking, which means, I hope, the magnets are okay. Yeah, I found the Corrosion X, so I'll try spraying this on first, liberally. Now that that's dried off, I'll give it a wash in the sink, and then I'll spray it with loads of this contact cleaner. See how that goes. Well, I left it in this bag overnight, and it doesn't look a great deal different. So I'm going to swap over to this that I've just found. The Loctite Rust Dissolver Naval Jelly, and put some of that in there instead. See what that does. There we are, some nice pink naval jelly, and the instructions say leave it on for 10 minutes, rinse, and if any rust remains, do it again. So I think we've got a 3-day process going on. So after all that outside cleaning, it's starting to look better. It looks a lot better than it did, but now I think it's time to take that off, take the bottom off it, and see what we've got going on the inside. Well, lovely weather out there, so let's get this apart. After a determined effort, I finally got the end of this off. Let's have a look at the inside of it. Yeah, it's quite cruddy, isn't it? So next thing, because this doesn't move at all, the shaft on the end doesn't move, I'm going to try and free that up after cleaning out the insides. Well, okay, I should have said a bit, because it strikes me that it'd be much easier to clean up if I can get this shaft out, and I was thinking kind of just like wrap it on something and break whatever bond's going on. So I guess the answer is no. Okay, I'll try something else. So, if at first you don't succeed, use a hammer. What I've done is I've put the motor across these pliers, and I'm going to strike it with the hammer and see if anything happens. There we go, some movement. Hey hey! So maybe now I can take this out. Oh, yep, there we go. Oh, okay, right, whoa. Now we'll be back when I've cleaned things up. After a bit of sanding and whatnot, the pieces now look like this, which is better but not brilliant. But I think we're ready for a test, and this will be amazing if this works. So I'll put the bits together. Okay, moment of truth, and full disclosure here, it didn't work when I tried it first time. I've had to take it apart and really clean the rotor up. And I've now stuck a bit of tape on the front in case it does turn. So let's see what it does. Connect into this 12-volt battery. Oh hey! Oh, look at that. Whoops. We're running though, and decently by the sounds of it. Oh, look at that, back from the grave. It's running.